us, and we decided not to have a public gathering this evening and tomorrow, please God. So our tomorrow meeting, we invited everyone, even from Tobago, so for the South meeting and from Tobago, to participate here on the call tonight. So let's invite, it's not too late to invite someone, and we'll get right into our presentation. King James, let me just get his mic. You could unmute. And so King James is a blue diamond in the Onelife network, and he is well equipped, well traveled, and well equipped taking this Onelife message across the globe. And for one main reason, because he cares. He cares about the future of not just you, but your children's children. And there is a message that you need to hear this evening. There's something that was being kept from you for so many years, and we are here to expose that truth and to maybe share something that would intrigue you and have you saying, yes, I want to know more, I want to become involved. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. King James to share with us tonight.
Your wife, could you put on my video, please?
Sure.
While she's doing that, I want to give everyone the opportunity and the time that they need to go send an invite to someone, share this link for Zoom, share it on Facebook, do whatever is necessary for you to do, because I believe the information that's going to be shared here this evening is going to be something that you definitely would like to have a replay of, would like to say you had someone else listening to, because I'm certain is strong and useful information. So I want to encourage you. We have some time. Take the next 2 minutes, is 7:08. Take the next 2 minutes and share. Share the link. Share the Facebook page. Share away. Let's build up the audience so we can get the people what they need. But just to get this understanding of what Onelife, One Academy, One Ecosystem is all about. So I encourage you. You just have 2 minutes real quick. So share, and share again. Invite a friend, someone brand new. Encourage them to come on the call. Encourage them to come on the call, my friends. I'll be sharing my screen with you just now as soon as get through some of this information here. Okay. All right, 1 more minute, friends. As I said, share and share away. Get someone involved, get someone around. Trying to go back. Not working. All right, friends. So let's go. Let's rock and roll. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So I see we have 27 participants thus far, and I'm not sure how many are on the Facebook page, but definitely we encourage. Good night, Hollis. We're going to encourage all as we rock this information. I'm going to be approximately 30 minutes maximum. If I go over, it's because you might have kept me here by asking a question or two. But I'm really excited to share this information. There's a lot going on right now in this world, and it's pretty much a scare and a fear that is almost everywhere. A lot of people are panicking, panic buying, just panic, fear, and things that should not be. But then again, for a certain cause. The question is, what cause? That is the question. So tonight, what are you going to witness? What are you here to see? What is this information that I'm going to share with you all about? Tonight, you're here to hear a Onelife presentation. What is Onelife? Onelife is a company that I currently work with, where we believe in spreading One Academy education packages. And what the One Academy education packages are is financial knowledge and financial education on the world of finance, the truths and the untruths of what has been happening in the world of finance. We're speaking about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. We're speaking about what is QE. We're speaking about what is fractional reserve lending. We're speaking about many things that is actually hot topics today. I personally believe the success of this One Academy education is mainly because of internet. The way we are speeding with information is amazing. And the information that's being shared across the globe regarding the One Academy and the education that we have to offer is second to none. We're talking about a striving community of over 3 million members that's involved in the Onelife concept. Onelife is an organization that is growing from strength to strength on a daily basis, no matter what you may read, no matter what have been said, but it's a concept and a business that I've been in the last 3, going on 4 years now, and I'm absolutely proud to say I'm a Onelife member that sells One Academy educational packages. Yes, that's what I do. I sell. Am I here to sell you tonight? Not necessarily. You're going to sell yourself because I got sold on the information. I believed in the information, and what they shared with me was just practical. It just was relevant. It was just a fact. Right now, we're involved in a crashing economy, and it has been that way for quite some time. But what has been happening, they have been trying their best to continue blowing air into the bubble, hoping that the bubble don't burst. But there's been leaks and there's been holes within the financial bubble, but they have always been trying to find a way to clog it. I am saying to you, friends, that this bubble is about to explode right in front of your very eyes. The question is, when there's all type of issues in the world like we're having now, is there opportunity existing? Absolutely. But better than opportunity, what I'm here to really discuss with you tonight is how you can protect yourself. You don't necessarily have to join the opportunity, but what you need to do is join the understanding. How you can protect yourself, how you can save some of the wealth that you're going to lose. And I'm saying you're going to lose some of your wealth, you're going to lose some of your money. Why would I make such a bold statement? Because you're not going to take everything and put it in this direction. But what you're going to currently do is you're going to hold on and you're going to squeeze. You're going to be concerned and it's going to lose value while you're holding it. The opportunity you're going to be presented tonight is for you to not lose value. It's for you to gain and for you to enhance your family opportunity worldwide. Legacy. That's what you have a chance to be a part of tonight. So allow me to share the screen and get into the story that I want to tell you tonight. Oh shit, the desktop. So let me pull up what's happening. So there's a lot of talk about this coronavirus, COVID-19 as it's referred to. And with the COVID-19, you'll notice there's a lot of chaos globally. A lot of things are being shut down, from airlines to countries to schools to you name it. A lot of lockdown and clamping is being taken place because of the fear of persons getting ill because of this COVID-19 situations. Countries closing their borders. But could it be that there's an underlying movement taking place? It's very interesting. What I can say that we have all been experiencing digital. And we have noticed that the world is going more and more digital and going into a digitalization kind of world. But what we have not been having a conversation about, if you're a guest hearing my voice for the very first time, is how can you experience the digital without having to wait for the central bank or the banks to tell you to participate? How could you take in front of the situation? Because no matter what, there's a second economy that is going to come and is going to establish itself, because the first economy is a failure and has been failing us for years upon decades upon centuries. And what I'm saying to you today, friends, is if you decide to learn today, you can lead tomorrow. Let's look at what COVID is currently doing. Could it be that they're using this virus as a means or a tool or a way to get rid of the paper currency? The World Health, this is the World Health Organization. Who is the World Health Organization? This is from a reputable source, The Guardian. It says dirty banknotes may be spreading the coronavirus. So they're suggesting, if you read through this article, that we remove banknotes from circulation. Now, if we remove banknotes from circulation, who's going to benefit? The people who produce the money. And what are they going to remove the banknotes and replace it with? Digital. But digital what? This is where our education on cryptocurrency and blockchain come in. If you decide to learn and understand this very concept, you will not allow yourself to be fooled, manipulated, or confused. I don't know where you are in the world listening to the sound of my voice, but here in Trinidad and Tobago, we just recently witnessed in December, the government cancel out all the old $100 bills and issue new $100 bills. 1 month later, in the month of January, the finance minister has a media gathering and says that he's interested in going fintech and he's looking the route of fintech and financial technology. You just printed notes, a bunch, millions, trillions of new $100 notes. And now you're talking about going another direction. Is it that we are to be concerned? Absolutely. Absolutely. You see, my country is reactive. They're not proactive. So he was reacting to what has been said to him of where the other nations across the globe are actually going. And this health scare that we're having with the coronavirus is one of the methods that I believe, I could stand to be corrected, but I believe they're going to utilize this as a springboard to make you and I fall into the digital lies concept that they want us to fall into, where it is forced upon us for what? For safety purposes, alleged. Friends, my question to you is, do you understand what's the difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency? Is there a difference? Absolutely. And what the central banks are going to offer is not going to help you and I. Because when I do reading of news and I check out daily reports, so for example, with what's taking place in the world right now, I'm reading a lot of articles. If you notice, the Dow Jones has dropped nearly 4,000 or 5,000 points. The last check count was 3,000 points. It said it has been the worst since 1980 something. This is the worst that they have been experiencing. Yet, the crash has not occurred. How could we be in a worse situation than we were in 2008, where the financial crisis occurred, and yet we don't have a crash taking place? Do you want to know one of the reasons why? It's because 700 billion where rates are being cut to zero, have been introduced to our system called quantitative easing. If you do not know the term for quantitative easing, I may log into the One Academy a little later to show you where the quantitative easing section happens to be and help you understand why you need to buy this package. Quantitative easing, friends. They're speaking about injecting, printing, helping with no reason given by me or you, where they are allowed, and when I say they, I'm speaking about the Federal Reserve. Please put an asterisk next to this statement here. The Federal Reserve is not US owned. It's a private institute and a private organization, family-run business. And the Federal Reserve is saying that they are going to inject a stimulus into the society of 700 billion. And this is in one day that they have done this. To do what? To help the Dow from falling and slipping, to cut interest rates. Friends, this money that they are printing out of nowhere, something is wrong. My main objective here this evening is to point out to you that something is wrong, and the person who invited you, you ought to take the next step with them to see how you can get started. If you need to meet with me personally, if we need to have a Zoom face-to-face personally, whatever it takes with you and the individual that invited you, get started tonight, today. You don't have time to spare. And this is not just the US Federal Reserve. We're talking about Canada, the Bank of England, Bank of Japan. All of these banks are introducing this QE. QE is quantitative easing. They said since the Sunday, multiple programs have been introduced for the QE, friends. Friends, all they are doing is just adding more burden on you and I. As the bubble gets bigger, all they're doing is blowing it, blowing it, blowing it, and it's gonna pop and end up in who face. I don't know if you really grasp what 700 billion means. I don't know if you grasp what $1 trillion mean, but the US debt is in over $23 trillion today. As you notice, this is live. Friends, something has been wrong and will continue to be wrong anytime we stay in the paper money fiat currency system. There's 23 trillion plus of debt that the US is in. Please note that this could never be repaid or ever have a dent in it. If you were to print 100 US dollars every single second for 1 year, you would need approximately 7,000 years to make 1 trillion. If you were to do it at 1,000 US per second, you would still need hundreds of years to make 1 trillion. I am letting you know with facts that something has been absolutely wrong. So what is this cryptocurrency? What is this cryptocurrency all about? Why is it important to you and I? I thought you would never ask. First and foremost, cryptocurrency is a protocol that has no need for a middleman. The validation of the transactions is without the need of a third party, such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents. So we don't need a third party in order to utilize cryptocurrencies. Please get the gist of what I'm saying. The innovation of this cryptocurrency concept will avoid huge pitfalls in a monetary system. What pitfalls are they speaking about? Fractional reserve lending, quantitative easing. It can drastically reduce transaction costs. If you don't need a middleman, or the middleman is technology, which is the blockchain, I'll introduce you to the middleman just now. If you don't need the middleman, or the middleman is the blockchain technology and not a human, then that leaves less chance for error to occur. And because there's less chance of error occurring, the transaction cost is less because it's not a human system. And do not tell me that we are not interested in these types of systems because you're currently viewing me, hearing the sound of my voice on Facebook or Zoom or whatever we are utilizing right now. This concept of cryptocurrency behaves like gold. The more a cryptocurrency is used, the more its demand and value increases. Cryptocurrency is dependent on supply and demand. I have something very interesting to share with you concerning the supply and demand concept. But let's look at the blockchain, which is the strength and the driving force behind this cryptocurrency concept. They go hand in hand, blockchain and crypto. But what many people in the world want to do right now is take the blockchain out of the concept and separate it from cryptocurrency. So they want to use cryptocurrency as a fear, but they want to use the blockchain technology as the new way forward with technology. But when they came out together, but people are attempting to separate the two. Why? Because the blockchain they can speak about, they can make sense of the blockchain. They can add it to real estate. They can add it to any other functioning way of keeping a ledger. But when it comes to money, the people who have the stronghold on money don't want you to understand how the two can work together. So what is blockchain? It is not decentralized. It is not centralized. That's not the definition. People give you definitions like blockchain means decentralized. Blockchain do not mean decentralized. Blockchain technology is a digital technology that records and verifies a transaction. That's simple. It records and verifies a transaction. That is blockchain technology, my friends. The innovation is cost efficient for our business networks. No matter which network, it is cost efficient for. The blockchain is a ledger that can track and trace anything of value. It is based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in a consistent, unbroken sequence that makes the system safer by eliminating fraud, duplicity, forgery. So if you're attempting to be fraudulent and utilize blockchain technology, you will not, because it can't work here. So what you find most people doing is saying, I want to be honest, I am this government, I am that government, and we stand for purity. But they don't want blockchain technology, or they're not speaking about it. If your country is not speaking about blockchain technology and speaking about how we can become an innovative leader with this technology, your country is corrupt. Because any country that's not corrupt, they want to speak this language. And this is the language in which you should understand. If you're not understanding anything I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. Your money that you currently have is losing value every single year. Every year you buy less and less and less with the same bank notes. there's no chance of you increasing your buying power. But with this concept of cryptocurrency, the concept of one cryptocurrency to be exact, in this one ecosystem that we have, you have the opportunity to increase in your buying power. How? With a platform we have called Deal Shaker. But before I get there, I just want to introduce you to the grandfather of cryptocurrency. Who's the grandfather of cryptocurrency? The central bank. No, not the central bank, but Bitcoin. But here why I mentioned central bank. Could it be based on CoinMarketCap, where the Bitcoin price is 4,970 US for one Bitcoin? If it's based on supply and demand, as it should be, and there's only 18 million in circulating in the supply world. Circulating in the supply world is about 18 million Bitcoins. Their blockchain capacity is 21 million, which means they cannot exceed 21 million coins. I have been around to tell you, and I can show you, but I don't have the time to go through all of that, where the Bitcoin has been a value of over 10,000 at one point, even 20,000 at one point. But I am saying to you, is it that this Bitcoin is being manipulated? Could this Bitcoin function as a merchant coin, where the merchants accept it as a method of payment one day at 5, 7, 8,000, and then the next day is at 4,900? I don't think a merchant would be excited to deal with that. So Bitcoin served its purpose. It was the first of all the cryptocurrencies. But the purpose of why it started is what's amazing to me. The Bitcoin concept started to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. But this peer-to-peer electronic cash system has been manipulated, hence the reason why you're seeing the price on CoinMarketCap that you're seeing. Because the powers that be, let me be clear, the Federal Reserve, the central banks of the world are manipulating and trying to scare you from understanding what Bitcoin should be, by turning it into one of their financial instruments, like a future, a derivative, or anything of the sort. I am suggesting to you that the peer-to-peer concept of what the white paper, which is the start of the Bitcoin concept, it comes like almost a business plan for Bitcoin. Their introduction was about commerce on the internet. It's about using it as money. The challenge with them is that there's no centralized authority. So there's no KYC, which is know your customer, know your client. So you don't know who's behind buying, you don't know who's behind selling. But with the exchange concepts we have today, the exchange are trying more and more to be more enabled with the KYC process. Nevertheless, the technology itself of Bitcoin is kind of outdated now because we're 12 years later involved in this concept. Started in 2008 with the world financial crisis that occurred. Somebody resurrected this idea that they had from long ago, but actually was able to put it in use because of blockchain technology. Thank God. This peer-to-peer system has not functioned the way it's supposed to because it has been manipulated and maligned. But here we are to save the day. I am saying to you that this one life concept and this one academy concept, based on the education that we are all about, is one of the main reasons why people understand peer-to-peer. They understand digital bartering. They understand that we want to live in a world without inflation, without interest, without loans. They understand that with our Deal Shaker platform, we can disrupt the way business is done by all across the globe trading in one. Friends, our price goes up in a stable way because of the design element and using the Deal Shaker platform. If you don't know about the Deal Shaker and you want to know more information, the person that invited you on, please contact them. This is a platform where you can sell from shoes to car to land, to use items to brand new items. It is the original platform of what money is. Money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. I am saying to you tonight, you have heard a lot of information. You have seen what's happening in the world today. Something is drastically wrong financially where they are going to pull the rug from underneath your feet. I am saying to you, do not let that rug be pulled from underneath your feet. The value to get started with us at the level 1 educational platform is 140 euros. Right now in Trinidad, there's a special for 1,400 TT. Get started. You can spend all the way up to 200,000 TT, to 27,000 euros if you want. Anywhere in between, you can spend 5,500 euros, you can spend 65,000 TT. It's up to you. What I'm making clear tonight is that no matter what you do, if you don't have the knowledge or the information, or you're not positioned to have cryptocurrency, one coin to be exact, because we are a tradable coin for goods and services, not on the exchange. Thank God we're not on the exchange, because the bloodbath that happened on the exchange, where every coin that's technically pegged to Bitcoin lost value, we stand tall. So when the World Health Organization says we want a digital currency, and they're looking for a digital currency to interact with and to do business with, who do you think that they're speaking of? I think it's us. Because once the world go digital, cryptocurrency digital, not digital fiat, because there's a major difference. If they don't have blockchain with a limit amount, then it's not cryptocurrency. Anytime that they can just print more numbers and tell you that this is crypto and it's digital, could you imagine how much money they stand to make? Because printing banknotes is a cost, but just doing digital numbers on a computer, there's no cost for that. So be careful to not be in the know. Please get understanding and wisdom. Come into it. Come into what we have. Listen to what it is we're sharing. Get involved today with our One Academy. We are selling learning opportunity. And because we are selling a learning package and a learning opportunity, you have the chance to do what? Increase thy knowledge, which can increase your wealth. And most important, protect it. You're going to need a safe haven. And the safe haven cannot be any of the commodities that you're accustomed to. The newest asset class is the asset class that you need in your life. Forget all the other coins that's out there. Our coin is the one that's willing to educate you and to put you fast on track. We have one of the largest communities. We are world renowned, spoken about good, spoken about bad, but the key is we are spoken about. So personally, I would suggest to you, get involved with One Life, One Academy, One Coin, Deal Shaker, One Ecosystem today. This is your humble servant, King James, appreciating you all and everyone under the sound of my voice and every IME. One's out, one love, one life for more life.
Thank you very much, King James. So there you heard it. I promised you at the beginning that we are going to bring good news in the midst of all the negative news that's floating around worldwide. And that's what we did this afternoon. So if you're here for the very first time listening to this presentation and maybe you say, I don't understand